Oh, I just meant with me.
Oh, well, I mean, in general.
I'm disappointing you constantly. Oh. Yeah, you're right. In general, I disappoint everyone. In general. One look at me and they're like, that guy.
No, sir. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Well, hello and welcome everyone to the 8-Bit Show. We're 2 minutes early.
Oh my God.
Is anybody gonna care?
I'm not ready. I'm not even dressed.
Oh. Why not? I mean, you don't have to be.
Oh, right. I don't need to be. That's
You're not supposed to be.
I mean, you do what you want.
Wait, were we supposed to be?
Nah.
All right.
I mean, you've seen me
That's
around
good.
the house like this.
That's good. Yeah, so...
Have some clothes on.
Some clothes.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll be taking no further questions.
I have an amount of clothes on.
Fair enough.
I'm Winnie Poohing it. Only the shirt. How's everyone doing this week?
I approve
welcome
of
back.
Also. Just saying.
This is the 8-Bit Show where we talk about how nude we are.
On a scale of 1 to nude, how nude would you say you guys are?
About a 5.
Out of...
You said 1 to 10, right?
No, he said 1 to nude.
Right.
Oh, 1 to nude.
Yeah, I guess I'm
out of nude
as well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely 1, so... Nice. I mean, I guess my legs are showing. That's more than normal. I usually don't wear shorts.
Dude, Frankie!
It's hot.
Running around like that?
Scandalous.
No, just once I got home.
You hide those ankles.
Sorry, it won't happen again. I'm not in public. It's fine.
We don't want people thinking you're some sort of whore.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Oh, well, okay. Well, we do want people to think that.
Need to advertise properly, you know? What you see is what you get. These ankles. Yeah. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Pretty decent week.
Been playing any new games? Been playing any old games?
I've played games. I don't know about old, but definitely games.
Well, that's good. Might die in this game.
What about you? I'm just kidding. Just have a simple conversation real fast. Yeah, I've been doing stuff. I'm currently playing Dave the Diver. Because I played through the new DLC, the Godzilla DLC.
Mm-hmm.
That came out for it.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick. But it was really, it was pretty enjoyable. It's like a pretty quick little mission, but you end up, you have to fight a kaiju in a submarine. You have like a little machine gun and some torpedoes you can launch at it occasionally.
Okay.
And it's the lobster that's been featured in one of the old Godzilla movies.
Not a rock lobster.
No, just pretty red lobster.
Okay.
The corporation. He fights them.
That's also acceptable.
No, you have to put a camera to watch Godzilla because he's in recovery. This is kind of a tie-in from the movies and stuff. So after his last fight, he comes here to this Dave the Diver area and tries to hide out.
So it's Dave the Healer now?
Well, Dave the Diver's a good guy.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah.
And he had to dive down there to go get him, too.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah. He sets up a camera to, like, kind of just keep an eye on him. And then, like, a giant lobster comes in and it's trying to get to Godzilla, to kill Godzilla. And you fight it off. And in doing so, it starts turning its attention towards your sushi shop, because that's the point of the game, is to make sushi. And yeah, you end up with like it starts trying to attack the sushi shop. Godzilla comes up out of the ocean, and then you get to do like a little Godzilla fight, where you control Godzilla.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's pretty much it. You get like 3 new little recipes out of it. For your thing, and it's not with like anything you get from like, you don't have to continually do any of the fights or anything. But you get 3 little recipes and you get like a little boat customization piece.
Nice,
So nothing much, but pretty cool either way.
And this is the free one, right? The free DLC that's free until the end of the year or something like that.
It's till November.
Till November, yeah.
And it'll be going away. Like it's a temporary thing. Like after this, it won't be available. It's not like if you downloaded it, like you should probably just go play it.
Yeah.
Again, it's really fast, but it's cool. It's a cool little tie-in. I know some people are mad by how short it is, but also it was like free. But it has spawned this like weird conversation around like timed DLC.
Yeah.
Which I thought is kind of funny because like it's more or less what like a season pass is.
Yeah.
Except for this one's like completely free and you just get the 3 missions. If you do them, that stuff you get is permanent. Like that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean that's almost exactly like how season passes then.
Yeah, you unlock those 1 things and they're there. It's not going to go anywhere for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting.
It was a cool little thing. I was able to play it right away because I was already like super far into this game anyways.
Yeah, because it's like, is it at the end of the game that you have to be to?
You have to get to at least chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
And there's a
How
few
far
more
in
chapters.
is that? Okay.
I'm chapter 7. And I can pretty much continue on, but I've been warned that I'm approaching the end of the game by characters in the game. So that was fun. I played that. I also played a little bit of Hellblade 2.
Oh yeah.
Senua's Sacrifice. Her Snacrifice.
Snacrifice.
And it's all right. I have the same problem that I kind of did with the first one, which is you basically just hold forward and let the story progress until you need to fight. And then it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't seem to do anything too new from like the old ones. So if you're looking for something more, you're probably not going to find it in there. But if you just wanted to continue her story because you enjoyed that, it'd be worth giving it a shot. And it's free on Game Pass, so there's that.
Yeah. Good old Game Pass. It's totally worth it.
Totally. For games, I think that's kind of about it.
Yeah.
I haven't really played too much else. TV shows, I watched Fall of the House of Usher this week. That's a really enjoyable show, especially if you like Edgar Allan Poe stuff. It's a really good adaptation. They have a lot of stories.
Yeah.
Then that got me on a Mike Flanagan hook, who Mike Flanagan was like the creative director and all that. And I watched The Haunting of Hill House,
Mm-hmm.
which was really good. I quite enjoyed that. And then earlier today, I finished up The Haunting of Bly Manor, which so far I think might be the weakest one I've watched of his stuff. Not that it was bad, just that one was a bit more of a love story than the other ones.
Okay.
Had a bit more of a happier ending and everything than the other ones that I've seen. I mean, Fall of the House of Usher was pretty obvious, but even still, like, it wasn't bad though. It was pretty good. I probably watched a movie or two, but I don't remember them.
They just weren't good.
That happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really about it for me.
Okay. Andrew, you want to go next, or you want me to go?
I'll go next. I was gonna say we probably shouldn't let Christian go first, or we'll never hear the end of it.
That's true.
Yep, you guys screwed yourself on that one. I'm not gonna stop talking about that one for the next. Who knows?
Whoever.
Who knows?
Whoever.
Just ever.
To be determined.
Yeah, I've been doing some doing some gaming. Playing on the Rim World.
Oh yeah. Or RimWorld.
No, I liked your last one. You got attacked by last stream I saw. You got attacked by the Chimera and stuff.
Yeah.
Big old Chimera pile. Dead Chimera pile.
Yeah, I had to deal with a bunch of chest bursters as well. The colony got a little bit infected.
That happens.
Right. Yeah, happens to the best of us. But they, mostly everybody survived. One of the prisoners died, but that's not bad.
Yeah. They're a prisoner. They're definitely expendable.
Yeah, they're like the front line of expendability.
Yeah, they're being most expendable. You gotta get a bunch of them. You're trying to do the containment thing. You need a bunch of D-class to handle all the dangerous stuff.
Right?
You don't want to do it. It seems terrible.
That's fair.
I've been having a lot of fun with that abiotic factor. Tried that out a bit.
Oh yeah, we played some more of that. That was fun.
Yeah.
That is a pretty fun game.
Enjoyable game. We'll have to throw some more of that. But
Probably pretty soon. People we're playing with too are down to stream it and stuff, so
Yeah.
catch that here.
Mm-hmm.
come check it out. Yeah, I just kind of watch the same shows as Christian watched. I got him to watch the Fall of the House of Usher, and I started watching The Haunting of the House of Haunted on the Haunted Hill. Is the name of it?
No,
That's exactly it.
Yep. Nailed it.
Yeah, finished up the Fall of the House of Usher. That was really good. Like that quite a bit.
Yeah, that one was
Fun.
really
Fun modernization of a bunch, and also marrying a bunch of Poe stories.
I find it really funny that he casts so many of the same people in his shows.
Yeah.
Watching like three of them now,
Yeah.
there's been like a bunch of the same.
They're all the same, yeah. Yeah, I know. You were in that other Mike Flanagan show. Did I watch any movies? I don't think so. Maybe I did. I watched Civil War. Did I talk about Civil War last week? I don't think I had watched it yet. I watched Civil War, the new A24 film, Civil War, and it was not really about a civil war. So I mean, that's going on, but it's mostly just about like war journalism.
Huh.
It's about a bunch of photographers.
Interesting.
They got a bunch of shit for using AI for its movie posters.
Yeah, got a bunch of flack for that.
That's about the most I know about it.
Well, that'll
Get with the times.
Right. That I did like not much else. Let's see. There plenty other games.
Slow week.
Yeah, pretty quiet week. I'm mostly watching TV shows.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I feel like I watched another movie, but yeah. Civil War, not great. I thought Nick Offerman would be in it more as the president, but he was not in it much at all.
Very interesting.
Kind of just disappears from the movie for a while. But Reese Witherspoon's there the whole time. We get to hang out with her, taking pictures of stuff.
Stuff.
It's hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Not my favorite A24 movie. That's for sure. And I feel like Alex Garland's kind of real hit and miss with that guy.
That's unfortunate. Some of his work is really good.
Ex Machina is really good.
Yeah.
But then he also made Men. That one's weird. Made All Men.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Been playing like Total War Warhammer, but nothing crazy there. Just fighting spectacular fantasy battles.
You guys haven't jumped back in Helldivers at all?
I fired it up for like one game. That's fine. Had fun. Killed some bugs.
I was gonna say, not to like the same point. I get on occasionally and play like a round or two.
Yeah.
Make sure I pick up some of the medals and spend medals so that I can like not be
spend medals to make medals.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's about it. Well, I like played games with you guys, so it's a lot of Core Keeper.
Yeah, that was a lot of Core Keeper.
Keeping them cores.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess that means it's me. Well, let me tell you guys, this is going to be a real quick show. Been playing a little bit more Pixel Junk Eden. I did not realize that I don't remember there being encore stages. I don't know if that was I don't know, I'd have to look into it, but I unlocked something new, so that's cool. So I'm gonna have to check out those stages. I was kind of hoping Ashley would be here so I could ask her if that's a thing that we did, because I know that I beat it with her, so I don't remember there being a whole second set of stages, so we'll see. I mean, I think we did play it when it first came out, so I'm sure this was some sort of DLC that came out later on. But yeah, Pixel Junk is fun. Pixel Junk Eden is fun. What else? Still playing a lot of Oni. I think I'm like at day 500 on this current run. And I'm in a pretty good position.
Collecting all the asteroids you can.
Well, so at this point, I've never messed with any of the radiation stuff. Yeah, I just started, like, I could have done it a while ago, but I wanted to make sure that I was safe before I started messing with new things. The radiation stuff's actually pretty cool. I thought it was going to be a lot scarier and harder to work with, honestly, so... But yeah, at this point, like, it's just like another
radiation isn't scary at all.
Yeah, not at all. It's fine, especially once you. I mean, I haven't had to use them yet, but I'm sure the radiation pills will come in handy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Or some sort of radiation protection.
Yeah. I mean, I have suits for everybody to wear, so there's at least that while they're outside of the area, but there's still a little bit of radiation that's coming from random things that I've picked up, so that's cool. But it's all safe for now. So we'll see what
that is always the rub. For now, it's good.
Yeah, that's
for now.
That's Oni in a nutshell.
Until one of your clothes goes and takes a random piss. Ruins everything.
Like, why the hell did you not go to the restroom?
Right there of all places. Like, you could have... Any one of the other spots would have been all right.
Right. Yep.
No, you had to piss right there.
What else? What else have I been playing? Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, and Core Keeper, so not a whole lot for me. I started up season 5? Season 4? I think it's 5 of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, nice.
Man, so the first few episodes, they started off strong. I'm very excited to see where it ends. It's a super good show. You haven't watched any of the show yet, Christian?
No, I only watched the movie. Although I did download all the show. I just right there on the list of other shit that I need to get through. I just got on a Mike Flanagan thing, okay?
You're really gonna enjoy this show.
Yeah, I know I will. It has everything I love, plus Matt Berry.
Yeah.
Who I love.
Everything I love, plus other things that I love.
You got it. You understand.
Yeah. It's a great show. So I've been watching Buffy with Sky. And I gotta say, I'm enjoying the story, or maybe not the story, but I'm enjoying the show more than I thought I would. Like, some of it's so super hokey, right?
No, and that, honestly, like, Buffy's pretty good. Buffy's like one of the better of like the CW shit to me, especially for the time. Like, it was interesting. Like,
well, I think what I like is that there's parts that take itself seriously, and because they're trying to like have a really good story, right? But they know when to not take themselves seriously, and that really helps. They knew when their stories are sounding ridiculous, and they knew how to poke fun at themselves in the right way. And
the whole idea came off of like a comedy horror that done like a year or two before that. Remember that?
The movie? Yeah, that movie's ridiculous.
There's one part of the movie that sticks out to me so much. I remember it to this day. It's like one of the evil vampires gets stabbed by Buffy on like the stairs, and he's just and then like they flash to him a little later on, and he's still in the same spot doing the same thing, just still dying, I guess. It's pretty good. It's a good bit.
Yeah.
I was young when I saw it, but I remember it being funny.
So yeah. Trying to think. Not reading anything lately. Haven't watched any movies, although I still really want to go see Furiosa. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Thankfully, it hasn't been spoiled for me yet. But God, did it not make any money?
Right.
I heard from 2 different podcasts that like when they went to the theater to go watch, and it wasn't just Furiosa. Somebody was watching somebody else too, or something else, and they're just like the theaters were so empty over the holiday weekend. It was weird. So I mean, it's just people ain't going to the theaters no more. So
It might have just been a fluke weekend too. Like it was Memorial Weekend. There might have been
too.
more people out camping
that's true.
this weekend. I don't know about, I don't know if that's entirely accurate or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I have circumstantial evidence that says it was pretty busy out camping.
Yep. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see if they make more money, because I mean it's gotten, like I said, I haven't heard like anybody say that it's been bad. I mean, I don't read like actual movie critics stuff, so
Yeah.
but the people who
said it was alright.
Yeah, the people who I trust their opinions have said it's good. So
I did see that Miller confirmed that there would be the black and chrome versions out as well.
Oh,
maybe
yeah?
not in theaters, but probably on like the DVDs, like like the first one was. Which would be cool.
Right.
That's a great way to watch the first one, I'll say that.
Sorry, something just happened to this game that I totally forgot was even a thing. And now I'm sad. But yeah, so no movies for me, and that's pretty much it on games and whatnot.
Fair enough.
So yeah. Shall we start with the news?
Yeah, moving on to newsy news.
Newsy news. What do we got coming up first?
I don't know, you got something?
You go first.
You got anything?
Oh, you want me to go? I do.
Oh, it's fine.
I do have some things. I just haven't put them in the. I didn't put them in the rundown yet.
That's fine. I'll start with my first small one. Lego unveiled their new Nintendo collaboration set, which is the Great Dooku tree set.
Yeah.
It's like $300, which makes me want to kill myself, but hey. It does look cool as shit. It looks like you can, from the description, you can choose between the Breath of the Wild Deku tree or the Ocarina of Time version.
Oh, okay.
And of course, it with just like the other Nintendo Lego stuff, there's like the interactive ability of the set. What that entails, I don't know entirely, but it does have some level of interactable components. So for $300, if you can get yourself that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is a really cool set. If you have $300 to blow, then good on you, and I hate your face.
Wow.
But hey, it is a very pretty set.
Legos are so expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things where a lot of the times I can't justify buying real Lego sets.
especially one for $300. It's like,
yeah, exactly, because it's like,
oh man, like even some of the cooler ones I've seen, like I could maybe do 100 if it was the right set and stuff. But man, $300.
yeah,
it's a lot.
But dang, there's a lot here. This is a cool set. But yeah, $300 set. I don't know about that. I can't
cool,
justify
but
that
is it
much.
$300 cool?
It's not.
Yeah, that's a little much for me.
A little rich for the blood. What you got?
All right, so I got kind of a 2-in-1 here. So you may have heard that Zelda 64 recompiled Majora's Mask, which I think was earlier this month. That it was
you talked
like
about it the last time you were on the show.
Yeah, pretty
Which
sure.
was forever ago.
Forever ago, whatever. But it
last week.
not last week, 2 weeks ago. It's fine. But yeah, so there's some updates that have come out for it. The latest version 1.10, it has a dual analog quote unquote free camera, improved motion blur at higher frame rates, and tons of other fixes and extras and whatnot. So yeah, looks like there's updates coming out for it, which is pretty cool. I need to load it up. I need to see how this actually runs. But along with that, another Majora's Mask PC port has been released.
Rears its ugly head.
This one they actually decompiled and reverse engineered the original code.
Oh, that might be relevant to, well, hopefully not, but it might be relevant to something else we'll discuss later.
Oh. Well, so the thing with this, was this a Nintendo GitHub takedown requests?
No.
Okay. But yeah, that of course also happened with Yuzu and whatnot. But what's cool about this port is that they said that because they have recompiled the code themselves, they've done it from the ground up, that there's actually going to be the chance for mods to be created. So that'll be super cool. Get some mods in Majora's Mask. So, and that's created by Harbor Masters. So yeah, put up some links to that for people to check out.
That's cool.
Mod out that Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that fursuit I always dreamed of playing that game in.
Nice.
It's
a little weird, but whatever.
Yeah, you're.
Let's see, this is like near the beginning of this week's news cycle. Joe Henpel hangs up his hat as CEO at the Helldivers 2. He's now going to be Chief Creative Officer at Arrowhead.
Okay. Yeah, I heard he was stepping down, so.
Yeah, he's handed it off to Paradox's old CEO, Shams Jorjani. Shams Jorjani.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
But his goals going forward is to spend more time with the team, and 100% of his focus on like the games and community.
Okay.
Kind of get our feedback and stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, I think he was just, it doesn't really say or anything, but I don't think he wants to have to deal with all the big CEO decisions when all he really wants to do is make like good games.
Yeah, it was a thing where that's what they had to do, but now they have an influx of money, so now somebody else can handle the CEO BS.
Yeah, they can hire someone to do all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
That he doesn't want to do, which is, that's something.
Yeah,
but it does take him out of me being able to say the best CEO that I've read about. Now I can't say that.
He's still the best CEO that you've read about.
That's true.
He's just not actively a CEO. But that's okay. That's cool.
It's just cool that he wanted, like, I think it shows his love for like what he's doing.
Yeah. No, I think
right. Like,
I think when somebody wants to step down from a CEO position, like specifically to focus on whatever product that they are creating, I think that shows that's a really good person for the company.
Yeah, someone you probably want to keep around.
Yeah.
Might not be the best judge of character, but
but that's really cool. Yeah. And then, I don't know. I guess I respect that decision. So
yeah, it's really cool.
Oh god, giant ad, go the freak away. Right.
Brought to you by Freakaway.
Brought to you by Resident Evil remakes.
Freakaway.
There are 2 more Resident Evil remakes rumored to be in the works.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I don't want to get my hopes up at all. I don't want to go there
until it's officially announced. You're like,
until it's officially announced, it doesn't exist, and nor do those rumors. But you can go ahead and share them here. That's fine. Leave me alone, shark. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Along with that, they actually said the original Resident Evil. I should point out that it's survival horror game leaker Dusk Golem. So apparently they're saying that the original Resident Evil is not getting a remake at this point. So yeah, I don't know.
I think that's fair enough. They had that HD one that came out. I shouldn't really have to share my thoughts on what they should do.
Yeah,
but I hope,
right
in my heart, they do the right thing. Which is why I know they won't.
Well. Yeah, I don't know. I think next to Resident Evil 2, though, Code Veronica's like a pretty big fan favorite, right? Like,
I did see on
maybe 4's ahead of it, so maybe
this is just IGN, but they did a poll with this news that was, what do you want to see between like a few choices, and Code Veronica was up there. But beating it out was Resident Evil 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think a big part of that comes from the fact that Resident Evil 5 isn't bad. It's really like the AI. Like if you're not playing that game with someone, it is a not great game.
I remember thinking when the parts that I played, I don't remember who I was playing with, but I was playing the second player. That it seemed fine to me.
Yeah, no, if you're playing with someone, it's actually a blast. Like I played with
but I remember feeling like the story was a little, I didn't enjoy it as much as the previous ones.
Yeah, it's just not as great.
Yeah.
Hold Hold on, I got more. Being swallowed by a kraken.
How do you feel about that?
I was very scared. I got scared. I don't
did
know
have
if you
more.
heard, but I got scared.
You sounded scared.
Um,
A lot of crying.
Was it really a kraken, or was it just a small fish?
no, it was definitely a kraken. or kraken adjacent, at least.
Kraken adjacent.
I found this a pretty interesting thing. Atari acquired Intellivision.
Yes. Longest running console war in history.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this article is really good. So if you want to go into it, but like it starts with like because Intellivision made like the first thing, right?
Intellivision. Well, but see, okay. Who made the ColecoVision? Was that Intellivision? I don't know.
I think that was Intellivision.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
I don't know entirely, but
yeah, Intellivision I think was the first.
But Intellivision was also backed by Mattel, big game, or toy company, and definitely at the time that's how that was marketed. But yeah, that was pretty good. Like, pretty good story behind it. The article that we have here is actually goes pretty far into the story.
Okay, so yeah. So officially here, Intellivision's made by Mattel. ColecoVision was made by Coleco.
Okay.
So it is a different
company.
Yeah, and I think the Coleco came out before the Atari, right? I don't know. I was very little.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
when those consoles were in the house, so
this kind of goes over some of the stuff. So it's a pretty good article if you want to read it. PC Gamer.
Yeah, we didn't actually own an Atari. My cousins did, but we had ColecoVision.
I had an Atari. I bought it at a garage sale. My grandma was a big garage sale person. And I remember seeing it in a box one time and being like, "Oh, cool!" And whenever we went with my grandma, she always gave us like $5 or whatever and get whatever we want. And I did that at the thing, and I was like, I only really have $5. And I was like, for sure, it's like I'm not gonna be able to afford it. There's no way. Like, it was full of games. Like, the whole box was just filled. It was just gigantic box of games. It had a bunch of controllers. It had 2 Ataris in it.
Oh.
It had,
what the hell?
It had the first one and then the 2600 or however those went. Yeah. It had both versions of the Atari. And I asked the person how much it would be, and I remember them being like, "Well, how much do you have?" And I said $5, and they're like, "Okay, take it."
Wow!
And that was technically the first console I ever bought.
And it was all working. All the games were good and everything.
No.
I was gonna say, like, holy shit, like
a lot of them did work all right, or a number of them you could like finagle into working.
But the console itself was good.
But both of them worked more or less like they should have.
Wow. That's pretty crazy. So the ColecoVision came out after the Atari, because according to the article, their first launch was in 1979. ColecoVision came out in 1982. So. But when did the 2600 come out? That's the question. Who knows? The internet does.
They'd probably know, yeah.
But can they be trusted?
Good question.
I'm very confused. This says 1977, so Atari launched its first console in 1979. But Wikipedia says the The 2600 was launched in 1977. PC Gamer is apparently getting some dates wrong. Like, here's the thing, the release, nothing's in 1979, so
He couldn't have mistaken it for something else.
maybe. I have no idea. So
Proof that the article was written by AI. No, I'm just kidding. That's definitely not the
here
case.
first, folks.
who
Don't
wrote
believe
this article? Who wrote it? Rich Stanton, we're coming for you.
Yeah, totally not a made-up name by some robot AI. I will not bow to my robot overlords.
I think it's better if you did, though.
Yeah, probably.
It probably would be.
You probably
I'd be
survive.
beat a lot less.
Yeah, exactly. Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos. Okay, so coming from Nintendo Life, Nintendo hacker Gary Bowser, I can talk today, says conviction was a blessing. Basically, he basically was stating, can't remember to who, Unilad, that basically he was doing a lot of things in his life that weren't good, and that he definitely did wrong by doing what he did with doing the piracy stuff and whatnot, and creating all those tools specifically for piracy. And
we're just supposed to believe this pirate.
Well, what's really interesting is I guess he talked a little bit about how he started going down the path of alcoholism at around that time. So being able to get clean and whatnot has been really good for him, clearly, obviously. So he's taken everything that happened as a blessing because he's been able to kind of put his life back together in like actual meaningful positive ways. So I like that he's getting a positive
I like he's putting the silver lining.
Yeah,
he's putting on a silver lining.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's kind of, like, really honestly in those situations,
well, and I want to bring some
have to.
Yeah, and I kind of want to bring up like whatever little attention we do to it, because he still has his GoFundMe page and he's using his donations to cover the money that he has to pay for Nintendo. So if you want to help him, like that's a great way. Pitch in whatever you can, because obviously he's trying to do some good for himself, and I think that should be lauded.
Yeah. Oh, I got a bonus news. I just found out that you can get
bonus news
as part of the Godzilla DLC stuff. There's also collecting kaiju boxes that have little kaiju statues in them, along with
really
descriptions
bonus news. Are you just excited?
the descriptions of the kaiju and when they were first appeared. Both. Yes, both. It's both news, and I'm excited. This just in. Breaking news. Breaking. Yes. Let's see. So families of the Uvalde tragedy a few years back are suing Activision.
Yeah.
Saying Call of Duty is the most prolific and effective marketer of assault weapons in the United States. Obviously, this is not the first time we've seen, like...
Wait, I thought they said that about the gun manufacturer.
Also, yes, because they also have the same suit. It's two lawsuits.
It's two separate lawsuits? I thought it was just one.
Well, they're accused. They have two lawsuits in which accuse Instagram gun maker Daniel Defense and Activision of grooming the 18-year-old mass shooter in this. Now, this isn't like near the first time we've seen like families go after companies, although their argument for it is definitely different. So this does have some questions on whether they'll like win or not.
Well,
because they're coming at it from a way of like of a marketing standpoint, and not that they're it's making them go crazy. You know, they're not like, oh, video games are violence. It's specifically that they're selling that they're, you know, marketing these guns, which I
don't agree with.
I don't want to like take away from what they've gone through or anything, but I don't necessarily think that is the case.
No, I don't think so. I mean, only because, and say what you will about it, because it's like, yeah, that doesn't really mean anything, but like they state it's for mature audiences, you know, like they do it plenty, and they have to.
Well, that I think will help them on a legal basis anyways, but like,
yeah,
even then, I've never really seen Call of Duty market the guns
no
as much.
I mean,
over, like, I've seen a lot of marketing in there. Like
sorry, go ahead.
Especially lately with all the like the crossovers and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
when you can play as Nicki Minaj,
right,
or Hellraiser.
Well, I mean, and that might be argument against them that could be used. It's like, oh, well, you have these things that aren't necessary, that are more appealing to a younger audience, and is accessible to a younger audience. So now, does that mean that the other stuff that you've done is actually marketing to that younger audience also? I think there's a case that could be made for that. Again, I don't think that's necessarily true, but
yeah.
But yeah, I honestly, I don't think Activision, like, I don't think they really want to market guns and whatnot to kids, because I don't think they want to deal with that.
An Activision representative told the paper.
Who wants to deal with kids?
Told the paper. Activision representative told the paper that, you know, it expressed its deepest sympathies, but does disagree. Is like saying they're saying was millions of people around the world enjoy video games without turning to horrific acts.
Yeah,
this isn't. You know, this isn't the same.
Yeah, no, I don't. And I mean, I get it. They haven't, like, if you look at it from their position, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where they're looking for some sort of justice, honestly.
No, and I understand.
Yeah.
Like, I guess, like, I sort of get it, but at the same time,
well, it's one of those things where it's
the one that might actually go through with it is the Daniel defense one. Mm-hmm. I don't think Activision will stand much, like, that one will go very far, but the Daniel defense, that one might. They're a gun manufacturer. They might actually.
But again, I don't think that they're going to be there for saying that one's going to targeting children.
That one's going to come down to, like we said, like the target, like you said, with like the Nicki Minaj and stuff. Yeah. Like, if they're doing things in that sort of vein, then yeah, that's definitely going to put them on a line of like, why? Just like the, you know, cigarettes and cartoon mascots.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that's, I don't know. Again, it's one of those things where I don't think anything's going to happen. Maybe something will, and I don't necessarily agree with them, but I understand they're upset. You know, it's a terrible position to be in. So,
yeah.
So yeah. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, so I got another rumor.
Ooh, more rumors.
Yeah, there's another rumor that Kingdom Hearts might come to the Switch.
Oh, I was going to say make sense.
No.
Start making sense.
Kingdom Hearts 4, along with the entire Kingdom Hearts series, might actually be so I think you can play the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on the Switch but it's like a streaming version. So the rumor would be that it could be a native release rather than cloud versions. So that could be cool.
That could be nice.
Yeah. Whether that means Kingdom Hearts 3 will also be there, and maybe Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be on the Switch too. I don't know, but we'll see. I think it can belong on that console though. I think it should, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems that, especially Square Enix, is starting to really back away from like exclusivity stuff. It didn't seem to work for. They didn't seem to like how it affected them.
Yeah, I think it was a good idea, you know, when they were a younger company.
I've heard like good things. Like, I think there's good things that can come from exclusivity. It's like, but it needs to be certain kinds. Like timed exclusivity, totally get it.
Yeah.
In fact, it can help your game. Like if you time exclusive on like a smaller platform, which gives you like a player base and some money to throw towards your game, and then you release it on something bigger like Steam. Most of those games do like tremendously well and are well reviewed once they get there, because they've also gone through all their hiccups, all their early hiccups.
Yeah. I basically saw Pirate Software echo that last week, so yep. Yeah, and that makes total sense. Like he was saying, you got a place to do a live beta without having to call it a beta. You know? Yeah,
it'll definitely help you keep your like Steam reviews up there. You know?
But yeah, and I mean, I think for a smaller developer who wants to get into an exclusive deal with with Microsoft or Sony or whomever, that brings in extra money. So I think I understand why it's appealing, definitely. And only developing for a single console, like that means you get to know the console better. And I mean specifically console, because PC gaming, you're dealing with a bunch of different hardware. That's not easy. So
no, for that I understand why some just like to do consoles, because it's like at least I know what I'm working on.
yeah
And that it's gonna work for everybody,
right? Yeah.
Well, I got one more.
Just one? Oh yeah,
just last one.
Okay.
This one was like fairly new, just came in today. I'm not gonna get into the like nitty gritty of it. In fact, I do recommend, if you get interested in this, to read the article, because there's a lot here. And Kevin Purdy did a lot of work here. There's a lot of work and a lot of resource here. But Bungie wins a landmark suit against Destiny 2 cheat makers, aim junkies. After a trial in federal court. Juries found the cheat seller aim junkie liable for copyright infringement and assigning damages to each of them. The jury split $63,000, a little over $63,000 in damages, with Phoenix Digital and 4 other individuals that were named in the suit. This after they sold like 1,400 copies of Destiny 2 cheats.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot here that like usually because cheating's not technically illegal itself, most of these don't like work out, and companies have gone after, like, you know, Rockstar and whatever have gone after cheat makers before, but usually using like DMCA like strikes.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because, I mean, on the one hand, like, yeah, cool, this could deter companies that make cheating tools can deter them, just period. But on the other hand, what does that mean for people who want to mod games and whatnot?
This is what I was talking about earlier, where it kind of connects with what you were saying and why the like Zelda thing might be in a little bit of danger here. Is that a part of the argument from Bungie is that Phoenix Digital basically paid individuals and stuff to because they didn't receive a source code or anything, so they had to like reverse engineer the code. And this is where they're saying they broke any agreement there, like they broke the copyright right there.
Yeah.
By reverse engineering the code. Pretty much. If to like sum it down, there's a lot there. Again, if you're interested, please read that article. It's really well done.
Right. Well, okay. And here's the thing. I don't think like it could definitely be a thing of like, oh, Nintendo's making people take their Majora's Mask re-releases, unofficial re-releases down, but nobody's asking for money for them at this point. So I don't think there'll be any legal action, because they'll definitely stop and they'll listen to a cease and desist before it gets to the courts.
For this?
No, not for this. For Nintendo with Majora's Mask.
Oh yes. Yeah. Most of the time, this does get like most of these suits. When they do come up, we don't hear about because they're usually just settled. Yeah. For these cheating tools, I'm actually really glad that they are taking this action. Again, it's one of those things though where it's a bigger sword. One. Like the thing is like they're going after a bigger company.
Yeah.
Although keep in mind this verdict does come in, they do have a chance to appeal. Phoenix Digital founder David Schaefer told Stephen Toledo that he does plan to fight the verdict.
Oh. Well, interesting. Yeah, well, that's
it's definitely not over with it, but
yeah,
it is pretty big because if they do win this, there's a lot of cases that will be able to like point to this.
Yep.
As precedent.
Yep.
And that's a lot of people. Like that's a lot of modders' worries. Right now.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yep. Totally. Okay. Let's see. The last one I got is Doom: The Dark Ages to be announced this June.
You're a Doom Dark Age.
I'm pretty excited for this.
You're excited for this. Dude, it's not working.
You're good.
I don't think I'm doing it right.
You're good, man.
Yeah, you're fine. Keep going.
I don't want to.
I think there was also a rumor that it might be released for Game Pass. It's going to be unveiled at the Xbox Game Showcase. So maybe, probably true. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, some more Doom. This is allegedly going to take place in a more medieval time. So I'm interested to see what the hell they're going to do. I should say medieval inspired.
They have chainsaws in the medieval times, right?
Maybe.
They do now.
No.
Yeah, well, no, because Ash
I was just gonna say
that technology.
Yeah, with the boomstick and like there's precedent here.
Yep. We all saw the documentary.
Exactly.
Don't know if that's right, but I also don't know enough to know if it's wrong. So okay.
I mean, you saw it.
I think we all wanted
showed
to
it to
right.
me.
Look, I even hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure that was a movie.
What's the difference between a movie and a documentary?
You know, things that happened in real life.
Yeah, that's a movie. I got it. Documentaries are fake. Cool. Let's move on here. We already know what's going on.
Fair enough.
Just gonna stop arguing.
What Christian's trying to say is he doesn't understand movies.
I guess so. I thought I did. Clearly, though, very wrong.
Yeah, it's okay. Happens to the best of us. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's some interesting legal stuff coming up for sure. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's lots of interesting cases happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shall we end it there?
Yeah. Bye. We said bye already.
Go home.
What are you doing?
Well, thank you everyone for joining us on this fine evening. Hope you enjoyed what you have heard and seen and smelled.
Remember what you saw here.
Yeah. So yeah, of course you can catch us every week doing the 8-Bit Show on the YouTube and the Twitch at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 6 p.m. Specific Time. Yeah. What else? We stream every day, so
yeah, hit that bell because we're there all the time.
Yep. Yeah.
Even if you don't like us, you hit that bell.
I mean, you might end up watching something that you like because we're playing random stuff all the time, so.
Yeah, if you didn't like this one, you'll like something else.
Right? So, yeah.
Because I demand it.
You've been pretty demanding of it.
Mm-hmm.
Better watch you, I'll demand you.
Yeah.
Make me a stool from the sky. I command it.
Command it.
You did do it pretty commanding.
Oh, yeah, as long as you commanded it, then.
I'm on it.
Yeah. We're there.
See? And that's how it's done.
Mission success. All right. Well, again, thanks again, everybody. Have yourself a good week, and we'll catch you guys next time. Love you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.